We have a quorum." With that, she turned back to observe the scenery, leaving Summer wondering if she'd just had her leg pulled or been insulted. She studied Miss St. James. Silky dark hair and long lashes contrasted with a complexion smooth as a white rose. She could have posed for an old master painting, the way she sat regal as a princess, with her hands tucked inside a black satin muff in her lap. Summer compressed herself tighter in her own corner to avoid mussing the gorgeous creature. 3 weeks on the road from Colorado to Montana had left her begrimed, her hair greasy, her traveling suit wrinkled. Anyone as sleek as this raven-haired beauty would probably not appreciate rubbing up against a freckled-faced redhead who definitely needed a bath. Summer stuck a finger under her chip straw hat and rubbed an itch. A bath and plenty of shampoo for this mop would be heaven, she told herself. Clara Murphy and Emmeline bent their heads over Emmeline's basket, rummaging in it. Looking for bird eggs, maybe. Summer suppressed a smile and, holding on to her hat, stuck her head out the window. Dust roiled, kicked up by the trotting horses. What was a little more dirt on top of the grit she already wore? The road paralleled the notional turns of the Yellowstone River, and at times eagles dipped and dived. To the north, the crazy mountains took jagged bites out of a cobalt sky. Fairview and Crystal Peaks, still with their winter shawls of snow, gleamed in the clear air. To the south, folds of blue and gray foothills washed against the peaks of the Beartooth Range. Closer, the rolling prairie basked in May sunshine, the grass greening up before her eyes. What a country! A grand, strong country in which to start her new life as a businesswoman, proprietress of the Broken Horn Inn. A sharp crack shattered her thoughts. Wood splintered, and an ugly furrow bloomed like a sudden wound on the side of the coach. Good God Almighty! She ducked back inside. Somebody's shooting! The coach surged forward as the driver whipped up the horses. Summer grabbed a strap hanger with her left hand and straight-armed her right against the stout lady's shoulder to keep her in her seat. From overhead, a rifle spoke as the shotgun guard returned fire. Bullets slammed the careening coach. Then, suddenly, the guard's face, hanging upside down, blood streaming from mouth and nose, stared in the window at Summer. "Lord have mercy," she whispered, as the man's luminous gray eyes gazed pleadingly into hers. A moment later, he dropped from sight. The coach raced on. Across the aisle, the small woman, tucked up against the matron like a chick under a hen, opened her mouth in a silent scream. Skewing hard into a curve, the coach tilted, and Summer caught a glimpse of a creek crossing ahead, the rutted road leading into it. The teams charged into the creek and water sheeted up. The coach swayed wildly as wheels caught on submerged rocks. She clung to the strap hanger and flopped like a hooked fish as the horses plunged on, reached the opposite shore and lunged up and out of the water. The driver's whip cracked. The horses thundered down the trail that led into a grove of trees. Trunks of cottonwoods flashed past the windows. Summer darted a look outward. A huge pile of brush and branches barricaded the trail ahead. "Hang on," she yelled, grabbing a tighter hold on the strap hanger. Branches snapped. Brush scraped the undercarriage and sides. The coach bucked and convulsed, slamming Summer and the others around like buckshot in a jar, then jerked to a halt. Silence settled upon the scene, broken only by the blowing of winded horses. Inside the coach, the 4 women began to sort out arms and legs. They all heard the pounding of hooves. They all saw 3 horsemen pull up, then surround the coach. "Ladies," said Summer, "I don't think this is a social call." She slid her hand inside her skirt pocket.